Now, from the station on your side, this is Wavy News 10.
President Donald Trump is in the Tidewater region, sharing his vision to pump up our military.
We will give our military the tools you need to prevent war and, if required, to fight war and only do one thing. You know what that is? Win.
Live team coverage on what that means for you. And we're learning more about those arrested in a massive gun and drug sting across Hampton Roads.
But first at 5, that historic visit with President Trump in Hampton Roads, his first since winning the election. You can see a large crowd that came to hear him speak at Newport News Shipbuilding.
Aboard the Gerald R. Ford, a next-generation aircraft carrier under construction at the shipyard, President Trump shared his vision for a strong military.
And all day, 10 on Your Side has had team coverage of this event. Right now, Andy Fox and Deanna LeBlanc are standing by.
Yeah, let's get straight to Andy. Andy, what is the president's plan for jobs in Hampton Roads?
Well, that was a big message. You know, it was a very disciplined Donald Trump. He only spoke for 15 minutes. He was on message. I've been with him when he's spoken for 90 minutes. So he was very disciplined. He talked about defense and he talked about jobs. It was classic Donald Trump, a grand entrance on an aircraft elevator on board the Gerald R. Ford carrier. It was a favorable crowd who heard a message that keeps them working and will bring more jobs in the future.
We will give the men and women of America's armed services the resources you need to keep us safe. We will have the finest equipment in the world, planes, ships, and everything else.
President Trump is calling for increasing the number of Navy ships from 270 today to 350. And that means more money and more jobs in the yard.
We will give our military the tools you need to prevent war and, if required, to fight war and only do one thing. You know what that is? Win. Win. We're going to start winning again.
The audience was invited only. Those assigned to the carrier and shipyard workers. Protesters were kept outside the yard gates.
From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land is made for you and me.
Inside, the message was delivered and message received.
Jobs, 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 Andy. It's all about jobs. That was his message today, resonating with blue-collar workers.
You know, it's great that you say that you want to do all of this, but his critics are saying, how are you going to pay for it? He says he wants to cut the EPA and he wants to cut foreign aid. Those are two areas he's looking at. In Newport News, Andy Fox, 10 on Your Side.
And as we've been reporting, this visit comes on the heels of President Donald Trump's proposal to boost defense spending to the price tag of $54 billion.
And the Gerald R. Ford is a big-ticket item for the Navy, costing $12.9 billion. Then at Your Side's Deanna LeBlanc continues our team coverage tonight. Deanna?
And Tom and Anita, the Gerald R. Ford is the most expensive aircraft carrier ever built. Ever. It's $2 billion over budget, but the president did not lambaste that today, instead only briefly mentioning that he could do more with less. President Donald Trump arrived to the Gerald R. Ford much like he announced his decision to run for president at Trump Tower, descending from above to a loving crowd below. And he delivered the message many wanted to hear.
I am calling for one of the largest defense spending increases in history.
Unlike his criticisms of the F-35 and Air Force One, the president had nothing but praise for the Ford, despite its budget overruns, time delays, and technical issues.
This warship and all who serve on it should be a source of shared pride.
But he did say he could do better.
We don't make a good deal, we're not doing our job. The same boat for less money, the same ship for less money, the same airplanes for less money. That's what we're doing.
The president then said that savings would mean adding more ships to the fleet.
The 12-carrier Navy we need.
Congress mandates the Navy has 11 carriers. Right now, there are 10. The Ford will make 11. The president did not speak to any plans to pay for an additional carrier. Constructing the Ford cost nearly $13 billion. The short speech ended with a message of pride.
Our Navy is great. Our Navy is great. Our people are great.
And then the president ascended back to the flight deck. And with the president today, while he was inside that hangar, were the Republican representatives for Virginia, Rob Whitman and Scott Taylor. Democrat Bobby Scott not in attendance, but did send out a statement saying that he welcomes the president's call for more ships, but remains concerned about how he intends to pay for it, saying he hopes in coming days the president and his administration will bring forth that plan. Live in Newport News, I'm Deanna LeBlanc. 10 on your side.
And some local law enforcement greeted President Trump when he arrived at Langley Air Force Base. A crowd of Air Force officers and their families waited patiently for Air Force One, among them York Poquoson Sheriff J.D. Diggs. Diggs watched as the president deplaned and then waved to the crowd. People cheered as he got onto Marine One to head to Newport News. Sheriff Diggs says he wanted to see the president in Hampton Roads.
We now know that he knows where Hampton Roads is, how important Hampton Roads is to our military. I saw his speech the other night. He's trying to increase the military, so it's great for him to come down here and visit Langley Air Force Base and then off to the shipyard.
Sheriff Diggs says he wanted to support the president because he says President Trump supports law enforcement.
Our coverage on President Donald Trump's visit to Hampton Roads doesn't end here. We have more live team coverage in less than 30 minutes. See full coverage, including our slideshow, right now on wavy.com.